Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be playing the Pokemon TCG live. Just going to be doing casual today because this is our first time on the channel and I want to kind of introduce you guys to the rules and yeah, we're gonna be using a Raging Bolt and Noctowl deck. I forgot I turned off the audio for when I was just playing personally, but I will turn this back up for you guys. So at the start of every game, you flip a coin to see who gets to decide the order. If you win the coin flip, you can decide if you go first or second. We did not win that time. Oh well, it is what it is. It's taking a very long time to decide this flip. Well, sometimes that happens. Alrighty, here we go. We're going to be using a Raging Bolt deck this time. We'll see who gets to decide the coin flip. Whoever wins the coin flip gets to choose if they go first or second. So, yeah, I usually like to go first just because of the deck build I'm using. We're running 4 Raging Bolt EXs and 2 Noctowls, which I will show you the cards in play as soon as I get them. Alrighty, looks like we get to go first. Awesome. Let's see if we get a good starting hand. That's pretty decent. I'm gonna put this Ogerpon EX out as our active Pokemon because it's got this ability called Cornerstone Stance that prevents all attacks done by Pokemon with an ability. And I'm gonna put this Latias out because it makes all of our basic Pokemon have no retreat cost, which is pretty awesome. I'm gonna put out this Jamming Tower Stadium card so that I can make sure that all of their Pokemon tools are useless because we don't have any in this deck, I believe. Maybe 1 or 2, but not many. Oh, and you start every turn by drawing a card, which is what it does for you automatically, and then you can attach 1 energy per turn. You can play as many items as you want, up to 1 supporter per turn. You can evolve a Pokemon. You can play 1 stadium per turn. And when a stadium is played, if there's another stadium already there, it discards it. Alrighty, looks like it's our turn again. We're gonna draw to start out. This Mew is pretty good because it lets us take an opponent's card. And I think we're gonna start... Yeah, we're gonna play this Iono to shuffle our hand and our opponent's hand into our deck. And draw the number of cards that we have in our prize cards still. So in our case, that's gonna be 6. Then we draw a Raging Bolt EX, which I'm gonna put out on the bench. And I will attach another energy to Ogerpon, so that all we need now is 1 fighting energy. Alright, and we're going to end our turn because we don't have enough energy to attack, and we don't want to play this Earthen Vessel because you need to discard a card, and these are all pretty useful to us. They're going to be evolving to a Bibarel. Once during your turn, you may draw cards until you have 5 cards in your hand. That's pretty useful. They also played an Ultra Ball. They discarded the other 2 cards in their hand so they can pick any Pokemon they want out of... That looks like trouble for us. Out of their deck, they have an Arcanine EX and they have a Growlithe here ready to set that up. I'm pretty sure they're just playing this Bibarel for its ability because they don't have any energy attached, so they won't be able to damage us. Let's see, we're going to draw a card for our turn, and we're going to discard this grass energy so that we can get 2 fighting energies instead, and that will get our Ogre Pawn ready to attack. And then we're going to use Demolish and one-shot that Bibarel and take our first prize card. So you win this game by taking all of your prize cards before your opponent, or attacking and killing their Pokemon when they have no other Pokemon on the bench to replace them. And they put out their Growlithe as their next Pokemon after I knocked out the Bibarel. Yep, I was guessing they were gonna evolve it this turn, I was right. Unfortunately, Arcanine does not have an ability, so we can still be hit by it with our Cornerstone Mask Ogre Pawn. Next, we're gonna do what we can to set up our Raging Bolt. They're probably gonna use Raging Claws, which does 30 damage plus 10 more for each damage counter on this Pokemon, but they don't have any, so it'll just do 30. And next up, we're gonna get this there, and we are going to get a Teal Mask Ogre Pawn for our bench. Let's see, we only have 1 energy card in our discard pile, so we're going to want to wait until we have 2 to use this energy retrieval, because it lets us take 2. And I'm going to use Demolish. And then next turn, we're going to hope to get some grass energy for our Teal Mask Ogre Pawn. Because what Raging Bolt does is its attack Bellowing Thunder discards, or does 70 damage for each energy card you discard. So you want to start your turn with as many energy cards attached as you can before you use that move. Arcanine brought us up to, or brought us down rather, to only 10 health, but we can use Demolish to knock them out next turn. And we attacked an electric type energy to our Raging Bolt, so now we will be ready to attack next turn. And once again, our Latias EX lets us retreat any basic Pokemon with no cost. Usually to retreat a Pokemon, it costs the number of energies that they have down at the bottom where it says retreat. They're bringing out a Charmander, and they will have enough damage to knock us out if they do decide to attack. I'm hoping they... I was gonna say I'm hoping they don't, but it looks like they will. It's okay though, because we can get 2 of those energy cards back. And their attack lets them also attach an energy card. Oh well. We're gonna bring out our Raging Bolt next. Then we can... Let's see. We have 4 energy in our discard pile right now. So I'm going to play this Superior Energy Retrieval, and we're going to discard one of our Noctowls and our Nest Ball. Then we're going to we're going to get all of these energies back. And we're going to put out our second Ogre Pawn. So what we can do now is we can attach 1 energy per turn just for free, and then our ability on these Ogre Pawns lets us attach a grass energy to each of them. So we are going to do that. And then we should be able to attack. Oh wait, actually first we can use our ability on Pheasantipity, which is why we have it. We don't plan on using it to attack. to draw 3 cards since we had a Pokemon knocked out last turn. Then we're going to use our Prime Catcher to switch out the Radiant Charizard to their active spot. Then we can do that. And then because of our Latias ability, we can just switch our Raging Bolt back into the active slot. We're going to play our Area 0 Under Depths to give us more space on our bench. And we're going to play our Nest Ball to get access to our Hoot Hoot. And next turn, we're going to evolve that into a Knockdowl. But right now, we're going to use Bellowing Thunder and 160 damage. So we need to discard 3 energy in order to do enough damage to knock out that Radiant Charizard. And there we go, 210, and they are gone. We only need to get 2 more knockouts, and we win the game. Pretty cool. Professor Sada's Vitality, that lets us get up to 2 basic energy cards from our discard pile and put them in our hand. Pretty cool. I think what we're going to do is discard an Electric from this one to knock out their Charmander. And then we will get a Fighting and an Electric from our discard pile. And attach the Fighting to this one, the Electric to this one. And then for our attach per turn, we're going to attach a basic Electric to this Raging Bolt. Oh, I did not even realize they brought out a Charizard. Okay. This is gonna be some work. We got this though. 60 damage, not too bad. We can use this energy retrieval to get out our 2 Grass energy to put on our Ogre Pawns. Ugh. I did something kind of stupid, but it's not the end of the world. Alrighty, then we're gonna... Oh, we're not gonna be able to knock out next turn, but it'll be close. We're gonna use Bellowing Thunder, and we're gonna have to discard 3 energies this turn. And we're gonna do 210 damage. That should set us up nicely for next turn. I'm going to use Professor Sada's Vitality, like I said. What I did wrong last turn is I accidentally attached manually to Ogerpon instead of using the ability, so that made it so we could attach 1 less energy that turn. We are very close to death, and it's kind of worrying, but we'll be okay. Yeah. We live and we learn. That's what this channel is all about. I'm gonna I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, whatever. That still suits our purposes. Then we should be able to knock out this Charizard and win the game, just like so. Okay, they have 2. We only need to do 140 damage to knock them out, so this will be enough. Yep. And then we take our last 2 prizes, and it'll tell us in a second. That is a victory. Yeah, well, now you guys know how to play your very first game of Pokemon TCG Live. And I cannot wait for next week when I will teach you how to build a deck. Thank you guys so much.